Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. On this note, this is my favorite class again because it is just the words of Srila Prabhupada, which are directly coming from Krishna. I heard a story once where Bhavananda Prabhu was in a darshan with Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada personally told him, these words from my books, they're directly coming from Krishna, because Krishna asked Prabhupada to come down to the from the spiritual world to preach and to write these books, and he was not so conducive with that. And Krishna said, you don't have to do anything, I'll speak the books to you in the night. So these are Krishna's transcendental words, and with the Bhaktivedanta purports, we're directly linked up with the disciplic succession and Srila Prabhupada. So we're reading from text, Madhya Leela, chapter 23, text 114. So I'll read the Bengali and go on. What? Okay, text 114, chapter 23, Madhya Leela. Life's ultimate goal. Okay. Chirani kimpati na santi dishanti bhiksham naivangri pa parabrita sarito piyatusyam rudha guha kimajito vati na pasanan kasmad bhajanti kavaya dana durmadanidan. Are there no torn clothes lying on the common road? Do the trees which exist for maintaining others no longer give charity? Do the rivers, being dried up, no longer supply water to the thirsty? Are the caves of the mountains now closed? Or, above all, does the unconquerable Supreme Personality of Godhead not protect the fully surrendered souls? Why then should learned persons like devotees go to flatter those who are intoxicated by hard-earned wealth? Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 2, text number 5. In this verse, Sukadeva Goswami advises Maharaj Parikshit that a devotee should be independent in all circumstances. The body can be maintained with no problem if one follows the instructions given in this verse. To maintain the body, we require shelter, food, water, and clothing, and all these necessities can be obtained without approaching puffed-up rich men. One can collect old garments that have been thrown out. One can eat fruits offered by the trees. One can drink water from the rivers, and one can live within the caves of mountains. By nature's arrangement, shelter, clothing, and food are supplied to the devotee who is completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such a devotee does not need a puffed-up materialistic person to maintain him. In other words, devotional service can be discharged in any condition. This is the version of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 6. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhok surje ahoitakiya pratiyata yayatma suprasidati. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted in order to completely satisfy the self. This verse explains that devotional service cannot be checked by any material condition. Text 115. Sabe sanatana sabha siddhanta puchila bhagavat siddhata gura sukala kahila. Thereafter, Sanatana Goswami inquired from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about all the conclusive statements concerning devotional service, and the Lord very vividly explained all the confidential meanings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 116. Harim Vamse Kayache Goloke Nityastiti Indra Ashikarila Yabe Sri Krishnare Stuti. In the revealed scripture, Harivamsa, there is a description of Goloka Vrindavan, the planet where Lord Sri Krishna eternally resides. This information was given by King Indra when he surrendered to Krishna and offered prayers after Krishna had raised Govardhan Hill. Purport. In the Vedic scripture Harivamsa Vishnu Parva, chapter 19, there is the following description of Goloka Vrindavan. Manasya lokad urdvam tu kaganam gatir uchate akashasya pari ravir varam svargasya bahunam swargad advam brahmaloko brahmarshi gana seviti tatra shamo gatischaiva jyotisham cha mahatmanam tasyo pare gavam loka shadhyastam palayanti sohi sarva gata krishna mahakasho gato mahan uparya pari tatrapi gatis tava tapomai yamna vidamo vayam sarve prichanto pipitamaham Gati shama damatyanam svarga sukrita karmanam brahmye tapasi yuktanam brahmaloka paragatir gavam eva to goloka durabhasa gati sata tu loka svaya krishna siddhamana kritatmana drito driti matavira Ruganato Pardavam Gavam. When the king of heaven, Indra, surrendered to Krishna after Krishna had raised Govardhan Hill, Lord Indra stated that above the planetary systems wherein human beings reside is the sky where birds fly. Above the sky is the sun and its orbit. This is the entrance to the heavenly planets. Above the heavenly planets are other planets up to Brahmaloka, where those advancing in spiritual knowledge reside. The planets up to Brahmaloka are part of the material world, Devi Dham. Because the material world is under the control of Devi, Durga, it is called Devi Dham. Above Devi Dham is a place where Lord Shiva and his wife Uma reside. Those brightened by the spiritual knowledge and liberated from material contamination reside in that Shiva Loka. Beyond that planetary system is the spiritual world, where there are planets called Vaikuntha Lokas. Goloka Vrindavan is situated above all the Vaikuntha Lokas. Goloka Vrindavan is the kingdom of Srimati Radharani and the parents of Krishna, Maharaj Nanda and Mother Yasoda. In this way, there are various planetary systems, and they are all creations of the Supreme Lord. As stated in the Brahma Samhita 5.43, Goloka Damni Namni Nijadamni Tale Chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridam Ashuteshu Teshu Te Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitas Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Ajami. Below the planet named Goloka Vrindavan are the planets known as Devidam, Maheshdam, and Haridam. These are opulent in different ways. They are managed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, the original Lord. I offer my obeisances unto him. Thus, Goloka Vrindavan Dham is situated above the Vaikuntha planets. The spiritual sky containing all the Vaikuntha planets is very small compared to Goloka Vrindavan Dham. The space occupied by Goloka Vrindavan Dham is called Mahakasha, or the greatest sky of all. Lord Indra said, "We asked Lord Brahma about your eternal planet, but we could not understand it." Those fruitive actors who have controlled their senses and mind with pious activities can be elevated in the heavenly planets. Pure devotees who are always engaged in Lord Narayan's service are promoted to the Vaikuntha Lokas. However, my Lord Krishna, your Goloka Vrindavan Dham is very difficult to attain. Yet both you and that supreme planetary system have descended here upon the earth. Unfortunately, I have disturbed you by my misdeeds, and that was due to my foolishness. I am therefore trying to satisfy you by my prayers. Sri Nilakanta confirms the existence of Goloka Vrindavan Dham by quoting in Rig Samhita, Rig Veda, Canto 1, 144.6, Navam Vestanya Yushmi Gamadaya Yatra Gavo Burya Sringa Ayasa Atra Hurya Tad Uragayasya Krishna Paramam Padam Abhabhati Buri. We wish to go to your, Radha and Krishna's, beautiful houses, about which cows and large, excellent horns are wandering. Yet, distinctly shining on this earth is that supreme abode of yours that showers joy on all. O Uragai Krishna, who is much pleased. Text 117, 1 through 8 and 18. Okay. Masahalila Ar Krishna Kadarna Keshavatara Arayata Virodhavyaktam Mahisihanu Yadi Sabamaya Maya Byakyasi Kaili Yaiche Shushidantahaya. Translation: illusory stories opposed to the conclusions of Krishna consciousness concern the destruction of the Yadu dynasty, Krishna's disappearance, the story that Krishna and Balaram arise from a black hair and a white hair of Kshirodakshai Vishnu, and the story about the kidnapping of the queens. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to Sanatana Goswami the proper conclusion of these stories. Purport: due to envy, Many asuras describe Krishna to be like a black crow or an incarnation of a hare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami how to counteract all these asuric explanations of Krishna. The word kaka means crow, and kesha means hair. The asuras describe Krishna as an incarnation of a crow, an incarnation of a Sudra, a blackish tribe, and an incarnation of a hare, not knowing that the word kesha means ka isha, and the ka means Lord Brahma, and isha means Lord. Thus the word kesha indicates that Krishna is the Lord of Lord Brahma. Some of Lord Krishna's pastimes are mentioned in the Mahabharata as Moshala Leela. These include the stories of the destruction of the Yadu dynasty, Krishna's disappearance, his being pierced by a hunter's arrow, the story of Krishna's being an incarnation of a piece of hair, Kesha avatar, as well as Mahishi Harana, the kidnapping of Krishna's queens. Actually, these are not factual, but are related for the bewilderment of the asuras, who want to prove that Krishna is an ordinary human being. They are false in the sense that these pastimes are not eternal, nor are they transcendental or spiritual. There are many people who are by nature averse to the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. Such people are called asuras. They have mistaken ideas about Krishna. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the asuras are given a chance to forget Krishna more and more, birth after birth. Thus they make their appearance in a family of asuras and continue this process, being kept in bewilderment by Krishna. Asuras in the dress of sannyasis even explain the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in different ways, according to their own imaginations. Thus they continue to remain asuras birth after birth. As far as the Kesha avatar, the meaning the incarnation of a hare, is concerned, it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, Text 26. The Vishnu Purana also states, Uja Haratmana Keshau Sita Krishna Mahabala. Similarly, it is stated in the Mahabharata, Adi Parva, 189-31, Text 31-32. Sachapi Kesho Harir Uchkarta Ekam Sukalam Apuram Chapi Krishnam Tau Chapi Keshavastistam Yadunam Kule Strio Mahinim Devakim Cha Tayor Eko Balabhadra Baba Vua Yo Sa Svetas Tasya Devasya Kesha Krishna Dvitaya Keshava Sambhavuva Kesha Yosha Varnata Krishna Ukta. Thus, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the Vishnu Purana, and the Mahabharata, these are references to Krishna and Balaram, being incarnations of a black hare and a white hare, respectively. It is stated that Lord Vishnu snatched two hairs, one white and one black, from his head. These two hairs entered the wombs of Rohini and Devaki, members of the Yadu dynasty. Balaram was born from Rohini, and Krishna was born of Devaki. Thus Balaram appeared from the first hair, and Krishna appeared from the second hair. It was also foretold that all the asuras, who are enemies of the demigods, would be cut down by Lord Vishnu by his white and black plenary expansions, and that the Supreme Personality of Godhead would appear and perform wonderful activities. In this connection, one should see the Lagu Bhagavatamrita, the chapter called Krishnamrita, verses 156 through 164. Srila Rupa Goswami has refuted this argument about the hare incarnation, and his refutation is supported by Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan's commentaries. This matter is further discussed in the Krishna Sandarbha, Anucheda 29, and in the commentary known as Sarva Samvadini by Srila Jiva Goswami. Tabe Sanatana Prabhu Charane Dariya Nevedana Kare Dante Trinagucha Lana. Sanatana Goswami then humbly accepted his position as lower than a piece of straw, and symbolically holding some straw in his mouth, he fell down, clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and submitted the following petition. Nicha Jati Nicha Sevi Muni Supamara Siddhanta Sakyaila Ye Brahmara Agochara. Sanatana Goswami said, "My dear Lord, I am a very low-born person. Indeed, I am a servant to low-born people. Therefore, I am very, very downtrodden. Nonetheless, you have taught me conclusions unknown even to Lord Brahma. Tumi eka hila e siddhantamrita sindhu moramana chunite nara ihara eki bindi." The conclusions that you have told me are the ocean of the ambrosia of truth. My mind is unable to approach even a drop of that ocean. Pangu nachaite yadi haya tamara mana varadeha mora mate dariya charana. If you want to make a lame man like me dance, kindly bestow your transcendental blessings by placing your lotus feet on my head. Muni e sakilantore spuruka sakala e tomara vara hoite habe mora bala. Now will you please tell me, let whatever I have instructed all be fully manifested unto you. By blessing me in this way, you will give me strength to describe all this. Tabe Mahaprabhu Tanra Shire Dari Hakare Varadila E Sabas Puruka Tamare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then placed his hand on Sanatana Goswami's head and blessed him, saying, "Let all these instructions be manifest to you." Sangshepe Kailun Prema Prayojana Sambada Vistore Kahanana Yaya Prabhura Prasad. Thus I have briefly described a discussion of the ultimate goal of life, love of Godhead. The mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot be described expansively. Prabhura Upadeshamrita Shuneye Jana Acharat Milaye Tanra Krishna Premadana. Whoever hears these instructions given to Sanatana Goswami by the Lord comes very soon to realize love of God, Krishna. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Padeyara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, 23rd chapter, describing love of Godhead. Chapter 24. The 61 explanations of the Atma Rama verse. The following summary of this chapter is given by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya. According to Sri Sanatana Goswami's request, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the well-known Srimad Bhagavatam verse beginning Atma Ramas Chamunaya. He explained that this verse in 61 different ways. He analyzed all the words and described each word with its different connotations, adding the words cha and api. He described all the different meanings of the verse. He then concluded that different classes of transcendentalists, Gyanis, Karmis, Yogis, utilize this verse according to their own interpretation. But if they would give up this process and surrender to Krishna, as indicated by the verse itself, they would be able to comprehend the real meaning of this verse. In this regard, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu narrate a story about how the great sage Narada converted a hunter into a great Vaishnava, and how this was appreciated by Narada's friend, Parvat Muni. Sanatana Goswami then offered a prayer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. After this, the Lord gave Sanatana Goswami a synopsis of Hari Bhakti Vilas, which Sanatana Goswami later developed into the guiding principle of all Vaishnavas. Text 1. Atma Rameti Padyaksha Arta Sanya Prakashayam. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who acted as the eastern horizon where the sun of the Atmarama verse rose. He manifested its rays in the form of different meanings, and thus eradicated the darkness of the material world. May he protect the universe. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Chaitanya. All glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Chandra. And all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Text 3. Tabe Sanatana Prabhur Charane Madariya Punarape Kaye Kichu Vinaya Karya. Thereafter, Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submitted the following petition. Purve Shunyahan Tumi Sarvabhoma Stane Eka Shloke Atara Arta Karicha Vikayane. Sanatana Goswami said, My Lord, I have heard that previously at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya you explained the Atmarama verse in 18 different ways. Text 5. Atmarama Shamunayo Nigranta Apurakrame Korvantya Kaitam Bhaktim Itiham Bhutaguno Harihi. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of Godhead, is called Krishna because he has such transcendentally attractive features. Purport. This is the famous Atmarama verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, Text 10. Text 6. Acharya Shuniya Mora Utkanti Tamana Kripa Kwari Kahayade Judaya Shravana. I have heard this wonderful story and am therefore very inquisitive to hear your explanation again. If you would kindly repeat it, I would be pleased to hear it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I am one madman, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is another. Therefore he took my words to be the truth. Kiba pralak pilana kichu nahika smarane tomara sangha bale yadi kichu hayamane. I do not recall what I spoke in that connection, but if something comes to my mind due to association with you, I shall explain it. Sahaje amara kichu arta nahi base toma sabara sangha baleye kichu prakashe. Generally, by myself, I cannot give an explanation. But by the strength of your association, something may manifest itself. Ekadasha pada shloke surnirmala pritagnana arta pade kare jala mala. There are 11 clear words in this verse, but when they are studied separately, various meanings glitter from each word. Purport: the 11 separate words are Atmarama, 2, Cha, 3, Munaya, 4, Nirgranta, 5, Api, 6, Urukrame, 7, Korvanti, 8, Ahutakim, 9, Bhaktim, 10, Itam Bhutaguna, and 11, Hari. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will explain the different connotations and imports of these words. Atma Shabde Brahma Deha Mana Yatna Driti Buddhi Swabhava E Sata Arta Pravapti. The 7 different meanings of the word Atma are the absolute truth, the body, the mind, endeavor, firmness, intelligence, and nature. Atma Deha Mano Brahma Swabhava Driti Buddhi Shi Prayate Cha Iti. The following are symptoms of the word Atma: the body, mind, absolute truth, natural characteristics, firmness, intelligence, and endeavor. This is a quotation from Vishva Prakash Dictionary. Text 13. E sate rameye se atma ramagana atma ramaganeri age kariba gunana. The word Atmarama refers to one who enjoys these 7 items: the absolute truth, body, mind, and so on. Later I shall enumerate the Atmaramas. Muni adi sabdera arta suna sanatan pritak pritak arta pache kariba milan. My dear Sanatan, first hear the meanings of the other words, beginning with the word Muni. I shall first explain the separate meanings, then combine them. Muni shabde mana shila are kae mani tapasvi ratayati ara sharishi muni. The word Muni refers to one who is thoughtful, one who is grave or silent, an ascetic, one who keeps great vows, one in the renounced order, and a saint. These are the different meanings of the word Muni. Sounds like Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Nirgranta shabde kahe avidya granti hina vidi nisheda veda shastra janadi vihina. The word Nirgranta refers to one who is liberated from the material knots of ignorance. It also refers to one who is devoid of all regulative principles enjoined in the Vedic literature. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge. Text 17. Murka Nicha Mlecha Adi Shastra Rikta Gana Dana San Chai Nirgranta Aryeka Nirdana. Nirgranta also refers to one who is illiterate, low-born, misbehaved, unregulated, and devoid of respect for the Vedic literature. The word also refers to one who is a capitalist and to one who has no riches. Nir nishchaye nishkamarte nir nirmana nishedyayo granto dane ita sandarbe varna sangrate picha. The prefix ni may be used for a sense of ascertainment, gradation, construction, or forbidding. The word granta means riches, thesis, and composition. This is another quotation from Vishwa Prakash Dictionary. Text 19. Urakrama shabde kaha badayanra krama krama shabde kaha e pada vikra shena. The word urakram refers to one whose krama, step, is great. The word krama means throwing the foot forward. That is stepping. Shakti kampa paripati yukti shatya akrama charana charana kanpaila tribhuvana. Krama also means power, trembling, a systematic method, argument, and a forcible attack by stepping forward. This vamana caused the three worlds to tremble. Purport. Uru means very great, and krama means step. When Lord Vamanadev was offered 3 steps of land, he expanded his 3 steps by covering the entire universe. In this way, the 3 worlds trembled, and therefore Sri Vamanadev, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, is referred to as Urukrama. Vishnu Nuvirya Gananam Katamo Ritahi Ya Pratar Yapi Kavir Vimame Rajamsi Shaksh Kambaya Swaramhasya Kalatap Tri Prishtam Yasmatri Samya Sandanad Urukampayanam. Even if a learned man is able to count all the minute atoms in this material world, he still cannot count the potencies of Lord Vishnu. In the form of the Vamana incarnation, Lord Vishnu, without hindrance, captured all the planets extending from the root of the material world up to Satyaloka. Indeed, he caused every planetary system to tremble by the force of his steps. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, Text 40. In the Rig Veda mantras, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 141. It is said, Om Vishnur Nu Viryani Kam Pravacham Ya Prativani Vimame Rajamsi Yosh Skambayad Uttaram Sadastam Vikramastrade Yugaya. The meaning of this verse is practically identical to that of the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, quoted above. Text 22. Vibhu Rupe Vyape Shaktye Dharana Poshana Madhurya Shaktye Goloka Aishvarye Paravyoma. Through his all-pervasive feature, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has expanded the entire creation. He is holding and maintaining this creation by his extraordinary potency. By his conjugal potency, he maintains the planetary system known as Goloka Vrindavan. Through his 6 opulences, he maintains many Vaikuntha planets. Purport. In his gigantic form, Lord Krishna has covered the creation. He holds all the planetary systems and maintains them by his inconceivable potencies. Similarly, he is maintaining his personal abode, Goloka Vrindavan, through his conjugal love. And he is maintaining the spiritual world containing the Vaikuntha planets by his opulences. Questions or comments? Anybody? No? Okay, I'll continue. Through text number 22. Okay, we read that one. Text 23. The word Urakrama indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who, by his external potency, has perfectly created innumerable universes. Text 24. Krama Shakta Paripatyam Kramas Chalana Krampayo Translation: these are the different meanings of the word krama. It is used in the sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving, or trembling. Purport: this is a quotation from the Vishva Prakash Dictionary. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is all-pervasive. Not only does he carry the three worlds by his inconceivable energy, but he maintains them also. He is also maintaining his spiritual planet, Goloka Vrindavan, by his conjugal love, and he is maintaining the Vaikuntha Lokas by his opulences. He maintains the material universes through his external energy. The material universes are perfectly situated because they are created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kurvanti pada e parasmai pada haya Krishna sukas nimiti bhajane taparikaya. Translation: the word kurvanti means they do something for others, since it is a form of the verb to do, indicating things done by for others. It is used in connection with devotional service, which must be executed for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is the purport of the word kurvanti. In Sanskrit, the verb to do has two forms, technically called parasmai pada and atmane pada. When things are done for one's personal satisfaction, the form is called atmane pada. In that case, the word do in English is kurvanti in Sanskrit. When things are done for others, the verb form changes to kurvanti. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed Sanatana Goswami that in the Atmarama verse, the verb kurvanti means that things should be done only for the satisfaction of Krishna. This is supported by the grammarian Panini. The verb is formed as atmane pada when the work is to be done for one's own benefit, and when it is done for others, it is called parasmai pada. Thus the verb is formed according to whether something is done for one's self-satisfaction or for another's satisfaction. Text 26. Swarita nita kartir abhiparaya kriya pale. The termination of the atme pada are employed when the fruit of the action accrues to the agent of verbs, having an indicatory N or a Swarita accent. This quotation is from Panini Sutras. Text 27. Hetu shabde kahe bhukti adi vanchantare bhukti siddhi mukti makya etina prakare. The word hetu, cause, means that a thing is done for motive. There can be three motives. One may act to enjoy the result personally, or to achieve some material perfection, or to attain liberation. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay.
Adi Purusham Kamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Kamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Kamaham Bhajami Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar ako ikamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakale Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Panti Kayanti Giram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami 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 Govindam
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vaskachadi Satarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vaskachadi Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Goloka Nanda, Radha Goloka Nanda, Radha Goloka Nanda, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Kananda, Radha Goloka Nanda, Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda Shri Radhe. Radha Golokananda, Golokananda, Radha Golokananda Shri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya, 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 Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan Jaya, Giri Govardhan Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada. Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Jaya, Gurudev Jaya Jaya. Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parikitacharya Asatara Sada Shishimana Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Premsko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinda Ki Jai. Jai Radha Krishna Gopanath Jai Makunda Radha Kunda Giri Gaurani Ki Jai. Brindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Navneet Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki. Srimati Tulsi Devi Ki. Harinam Sankirtan Ki. Briyat Mridanga Ki. Samaveda Bhaktivinda Ki. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Chaito Darpanam Marjanam Bhavamahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairavya Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipanam Pranamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahudan Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrapitani Hamita Smaranena Kala Etadrishita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishami Hajjanina Anuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Suhishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Ishvare Bhavatad Bhaktir Ohaitaki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Buddha Kripayata Vapada Pankaja Stita Duli Sadrashim Vachintaya Nayanam Galashu Daraya Varanam Gad Gadurudaya Gira Pulakarnishitam Vapukada Tavanamagrahane Bhavishyati Yugayatam Namishena Chakshusha Pravashayatam Shunayatam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Virahename Ashlishava Padamritam Anastumam Adarshanam Marmahatakarotuva Yatatatava Vidadatu Lampato Mat Prananatastusa Evanapara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you've invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he's always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Sri Shastra Ki Jai. Thank you, Gopi, for dressing the deities so nicely. It's springtime, and Gopi has the flowers in wonderful colorful arrangements there. Nice. And thanks to Purva for reading Chaitanya Charitamrita really, really nicely.
We'd also like to welcome our guests.
Yes.
Prabhupada
Prabhupada Priya, yeah, Hare Krishna. Nice. Bhakti Chris. Okay, very nice. Welcome to freezing cold North Carolina. It's getting better, but it has been pretty bad. And thanks to the cooks downstairs who made a very nice offering for the deities. Hare Krishna.